Peggy, my colleague at Journalism That Matters, is author of a book called The Change Handbook. She's had a lot of experience working with private organizations and public institutions on how to manage change. As you listen to this conversation this morning, Peggy, what's your observation about how these people are managing change within their communities?
Well, I think there are two things that strike me about it. One is the nature of change happens primarily through interaction, frankly, as an alternative to violent forms of change. And so the more there is civic discourse, whether it's face-to-face or whether it's online, the more we create the means for people to come together in meaningful ways and deal with what's important to them across their differences. So that idea of bringing in unique voices, or the voice of the voiceless that both Melissa and Michelle spoke of, and the idea actually of starting with questions, as Griff was just talking about, such that the entry point isn't around, I'm going to tell you X, but what is meaningful about X, or what is going on around X as an opening point. Those are very similar points to what happens when successful change is going on. Is you lead with a question that people care about, that attracts them in and invites them to participate, inviting in the variety of different perspectives that do care about that issue. To have I've forgotten the term someone used, but basically creating the conditions for civil conversation. And in sharing stories, personal stories, people begin to discover something of a universal experience underneath them. And so those same patterns that take place in organizations and communities when they're dealing with complex and important issues are the very same elements that I'm hearing as people are speaking here about their online communities that they're cultivating.